Eclipse's adventure, finding courage in the night. In a place where the trees talked softly and the lakes shone like spilled sparkles, there lived a young dragon named Eclipse. Eclipse was no ordinary dragon. He was the size of a small car, with scales that sparkled emerald green under the sun's gentle smile. His eyes, bright and curious, lit up with tiny playful sparks every time he laughed, which was often. Eclipse loved his magical forest home, where every day brought a new adventure. Despite all the joy, Eclipse had a worry that made his sunny days a bit gray. He didn't like sleeping in his own bed. At night, when the forest sang a bedtime song and the stars blinked sleepily in the sky, Eclipse felt a twist in his tummy. The thought of sleeping alone made his heart beat a bit faster, and he wished he could find the courage to enjoy his cozy nest. That's when Luce, the tiny, cheerful glowworm, fluttered in with her comforting blue light. "You know, Eclipse, many young ones feel just like you do," she said softly, her light dancing in the dark. "But there's magic in believing that your bed is a safe and comfy nest, where dreams are sweet." "I wish I could feel brave in my own bed, like the hero of my bedtime story," Eclipse thought, his heart longing for the comfort other young ones found in their nests. Luce, sensing Eclipse's worry, shared a story of a young unicorn who also feared sleeping alone but discovered that her bed was like a magic castle. "Just like her, you can find your courage, Eclipse. Your bed is a cloud of dreams waiting to hug you," she reassured him. Eclipse longed to explore the deeper parts of the forest at night, to see the stars mirrored in the lakes and hear the nighttime stories of the ancient trees. But his worry about sleeping alone held him back, and the thought saddened him deeply. "Maybe, just maybe, I know how to overcome this, but I can't seem to grasp it yet," he pondered quietly. One sunny morning, as Eclipse and Luce were playing hide-and-seek among the talking trees, they stumbled upon a glowing, warm, golden blanket, nestled among the roots of an old oak tree. The blanket was unlike anything they had ever seen. It told bedtime stories, making any bed feel like a cloud. As Eclipse draped the blanket over his back, they noticed a cryptic message woven into its golden threads. "Seek the Dreamweaver's cloak in the Enchanted Glade," it shimmered. Another part of the blanket hinted at a terrible consequence if the quest was ignored, saying of endless nights of unrest, not just for Eclipse, but for all the young ones in the forest. "It says we must find the Dreamweaver's cloak, Eclipse," Luce decoded, her voice filled with wonder. "This journey might be the key for your dreams to be sweet in your own bed." "Could this quest help me feel brave in my own bed? Like an adventure I've always wished for?" Eclipse pondered, hope flickering in his heart like the tiny sparks from his nostrils. Together, they set off on their quest, the golden blanket guiding them with its warm whispers. The journey was mesmerizing. The trees seemed to sway in encouragement, and the lakes sparkled even more brightly, lighting their path. "Do you think the trees tell bedtime stories too?" Eclipse joked, trying to lighten the mood. "Perhaps facing this quest will help me overcome my fear," he thought, a mix of excitement and worry swirling within him. As they reached a fork in the road, unsure of which path to take, the golden blanket suddenly fluttered, guiding them to the left. The whisper of bedtime stories seemed to say, "This way to the Enchanted Glade." And so, Eclipse and Luce followed the blanket's guidance, their hearts filled with hope and their steps light with excitement. The quest to find the Dreamweaver's cloak had begun, and with it, the promise of nights filled with sweet dreams in their own beds. A magical bridge and fun friends. As Eclipse and Luce followed the golden blanket's guidance, whispers of ancient magic tickling their ears, they found themselves at the edge of a glittering river, its waters shining under the moonlight like a mirror to the stars. the river sang a soft bedtime song, enchanting Eclipse and Luz into a gentle calm, their hearts beating in harmony with the water's tune. "Look, Eclipse," Luz gleamed, pointing to a bridge made of moonbeams. "It leads to the whispering willows." Crossing the bridge, they were greeted by a chorus of willows, their leaves rustling secrets of old. It was here they met Whimsy, a playful pixie with wings that shimmered like morning dewdrops. Whimsy danced around them, her laughter as melodic as the river's tune. "Brave adventurers, seek ye the Dreamweaver's cloak?" Whimsy sang, her eyes sparkling with fun. "Yes," Eclipse replied, his voice a mix of excitement and nervous hope. "Do you know where we can find it?" Whimsy twirled, pointing towards a path lined with glowing mushrooms. "Follow the magical trail, but be careful, for the path is watched by the sleepless sentinels. Only those who dare to dream can pass." "Am I brave enough to face the sleepless sentinels?" Eclipse wondered, feeling a flutter of doubt. Yet, the thought of finding the cloak and conquering his fear of sleeping alone drove him on. As they ventured deeper into the whispering willows, the sleepless sentinels emerged from the shadows, tall, ghostly figures with eyes that shone like fireflies. Eclipse felt a shiver down his spine, but Luz's gentle light offered him comfort. "You must answer our riddle to pass," the sentinels whispered together. "What flies without wings?" Eclipse thought hard, his mind racing. Then it came to him. "Time," he answered, his voice steady. The sentinels nodded, fading into the mist, their path now clear. Eclipse felt a surge of pride. "My bed is my cozy nest, and I'm the hero of my bedtime story," he told himself, feeling a new sense of confidence. With the first challenge behind them, the golden blanket shimmered, turning into a cape that told tales of courage and adventure, wrapping Eclipse in a warm hug. It was a sign that he was on the right path, his bravery as bright as Luz's light. Challenges in the moonlit meadows and crystal caverns. Their journey led them next to the moonlit meadows, where flowers sang and danced under the silver moon. Here they encountered a maze of shadows, created by the ancient wizard Zultar, who sought to confuse and scare Eclipse. Zultar was huge, dressed in a long flowing brown robe, with eyes glowing green as he looked down over the maze's top walls. "My room is my safe place," Eclipse thought, making his way through the maze with Luz's light showing him the way. Together, they outwitted Zultar's shadowy tricks, finding their way through the maze, their bond stronger than any shadow. As they came out successful, the cape transformed again, this time into a shield that radiated warmth and safety, a reminder of Eclipse's growing bravery and the comfort of his own bed. Their third challenge awaited in the crystal caverns, a world of shining gems that whispered secrets of the earth. Here, they met Echo, a crystal dragon who guarded the entrance to the Dreamweaver's cloak. "To reach the cloak, you must mirror the light of truth," Echo rumbled, his voice echoing through the cavern. Eclipse and Luz worked together, reflecting Luz's light with crystals, showing the path to the cloak. Eclipse's heart filled with joy as he realized that every challenge brought him closer to overcoming his fear. The cape, now sparkling with crystal light, whispered, "Sleeping alone is an adventure," strengthening Eclipse's resolve. The Enchanted Glade and the final challenge. Finally, they arrived at the Enchanted Glade, where the Dreamweaver's cloak awaited, glowing in the moonlight. But Zultar appeared, his voice booming with doubt. "You'll never sleep comfortably in your own bed," Zultar sneered, casting shadows of fear. Eclipse, with Luz by his side, stood tall. "My bed is a cozy cloud of dreams, and I'm not afraid," he declared confidently. As Eclipse spoke, the cape turned back into the golden blanket, its warm glow driving away Zultar's shadows. Eclipse draped the blanket over Zultar, and to everyone's amazement, the grumpy old wizard began to yawn, his eyes drooping. I feel so sleepy, Zultar murmured, curling up under the blanket. Eclipse and Luz watched amazed as Zultar fell into a calm sleep, his peaceful breaths a testament to the blanket's magic. With Zultar's change, the Enchanted Glade lit up, showing the Dreamweaver's cloak. Eclipse wrapped the cloak around himself, feeling its comforting hug. He had faced his fears, and with each step, he had grown braver. My bed is like a magic castle, and dreams are sweet in my own bed, Eclipse thought, smiling widely. As they returned through the enchanted forest, the golden blanket snugly around Eclipse's shoulders, they shared tales of their quest. Luz, with a twinkle in her soft blue light, told a short story of a tiny mouse who found bravery in a simple blade of grass. Even the smallest of us can find bravery in the simplest things, she whispered, her words a gentle reminder of their quest's lessons. Arriving home, the forest seemed to sparkle just for them. The trees leaned in, saying welcome back, while the stars above shone brighter than ever. Eclipse's cave, once a place of unease, now felt welcoming, its walls echoing the adventures they had faced. The air was warmer, filled with the scent of pine and a touch of magic, a sign of their triumphant return. My bed is my cozy nest. My room is my safe place, Eclipse thought, his heart swelling with a newfound sense of belonging. He realized that the journey had changed him. No longer did the shadows of the night scare him. They were old friends, joining in his nightly dreams. Even if I feel a bit scared, he reminded himself, I know I can face it. My bed is a cozy cloud of dreams, and I am its protector. One evening, Eclipse decided to explore the deeper parts of the forest at night, something he had wanted to do but never dared. As he stood at the forest's edge, a brief hesitation touched his heart. My bed is like a magic castle, and dreams are sweet in my own bed, he reminded himself, stepping into the moonlit woods with Luz by his side. Their laughter filled the air, bouncing off the trees as they danced under the starry sky, free from fear. Eclipse's nights were now joyful and comforting. He and Luz often ventured out, exploring new parts of the forest, their adventures proof of Eclipse's bravery. The golden blanket, always with them, remained a symbol of their quest and the magic of believing in oneself. One day, Eclipse met a young rabbit, shaking at the thought of sleeping alone. Sitting beside the rabbit, Eclipse shared his tale, his words filled with gentle reassurance. Your bed is your cozy nest. Your room is your safe place, he said kindly. Every night, you become more comfortable in your own bed. Sleeping alone is an adventure, filled with sweet dreams. The rabbit listened, inspired by Eclipse's bravery. Together, they made a small blanket, filling it with stories of bravery and warmth, a gift to help the rabbit embrace the night. As Eclipse grew, his adventures took him beyond the forest. He became a guardian of dreams, helping others find comfort in their own beds, his story a whisper of bravery in the night. And so, Eclipse's life was filled with new, joyful adventures, each a testament to the power of overcoming fear. With Luz by his side, he explored the world beyond the forest, his heart brave and his dreams sweet. The forest, once a place of uncertainty, now stood as a beacon of hope and bravery, its whispers a lullaby of bravery and magic for all who listened.